so,
Mm.
yeah, I had, and everybody that I talked to said their internet was wonky today. And
Mhm.
so then I heard they just had a 4.2 earthquake in Southern California. So
Oh,
I don't know.
well,
I
we
don't know
did
what the
have
hell's
that.
going on.
We've been having solar flares since New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
It was a
Yep.
real big one on there was an X5 on New Year's Eve, and they've been like M class every day since. So that
Okay.
does mess with our the airwaves.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
Well, I
know.
agree that it does, but my company that I have is lousy, lousy, lousy. This has been out since Friday, the
Mm,
29th, and I couldn't get through for 5 days. And then I don't know if anybody has next door. You can. It's like your neighbors can write things that are happening in the neighborhood.
yeah.
And I saw 6 people say theirs was out in my neighborhood,
Mm,
and so it's something to do with that. But they don't recognize. I mean, I'd love to do my YouTube shows. That's part of what I do. But I also teach, and I work from home, so it's really difficult. You
yeah,
have to
it is.
deal with it. Yeah. Yeah.
And the why like I moved an hour from where I used to live in
Yeah.
October. My internet there was flawless. An
Uh-huh.
hour away, it's
Yeah.
choppy.
Yep.
So
Yep.
and so many of us rely on that. It's
Yeah, we
important
really do.
to
Yeah.
get
And I don't have a choice out here. I have to take
right.
CenturyLink, and they're
Yeah.
terrible. And and now I've got this temporary T-Mobile Wi-Fi, but it's it's um it's on like a monitor. I'm only allowed a certain number of hours or whatever gigabytes, or so I can't really use. I can't watch TV, or I can't
Oh my
stream anything.
God. That
Anyway,
is
yeah,
that's
I know.
bizarre.
It
Bizarre.
is bizarre. Yeah, it is bizarre. Um,
Mm.
okay,
It's
so you've heard of it, Janet. Yeah, you've heard of the Nextdoor app. Yeah,
mhm.
they can be places where people complain a lot, or they can actually do some good. If there's
Right.
a few people that have been broken into. Now, I did read that thieves are going around and cutting cable wire and trying to get the copper out of it and selling it. So I don't know.
Oh
Maybe
my
that's got
God.
something to do with it. Yeah, I know. Silly.
It's
Anyway,
bizarre. Our
it is
world's just
bizarre.
gonna get yeah, and it's just gonna get more bizarre, right? That's what
Yeah.
this year is. It's the culmination, the what's the word I want to use? We're gonna see it like really in our
In my
face.
face. Yeah. Yeah.
But my guides keep saying, focus in on your heart. Do not pay attention to the craziness out there. But how can you not?
I know.
if
Yeah. Yeah.
if your internet
That's
won't work, you can't do the things that you love. So
yeah. Yeah. And
that's
I
what I've
don't mind not having it some of the time because we could all use a break, take a technology break. But sometimes I need it, like when I meet with students and stuff. So
right.
yeah, that makes it hard.
Yeah.
Let's say hi to some people, and then I want to tell you about what Mark and actually Diana said yesterday. I want to continue that conversation with you,
Okay.
but I also want to. Anybody has any questions or anything, go ahead and put them up. So Froxy's here, and Willow Love, Teresa Hadarian, and Laura Hammond Davis, and Akila's here, Mary Thornberry, Susan Foons, Janet, Christine Fryer, Barbara Nesper, Janet Bora Bora, a light worker, Veronica, Karen Robinson, let's see, Viviani's here, Sonia. Oh, it's your birthday, Sonia. Happy birthday, honey.
Happy birthday.
Rossi, and Craig Dixon. Yeah. So I almost canceled this one, but Val and I thought we'd try it. I missed the one this morning. I think I would have had a harder time because I didn't have as good of a connection at that time of the day. And I was supposed to go on with Terry Renner this afternoon, and he was supposed to be here at that time. That's what they told me. But anyway, he never showed up at my house, and then he had to go home and get or go back to the place and get stuff. So he has to come back tomorrow if he comes back. I don't know. I'm not holding out. They're not very swift.
No,
But
doesn't sound
anyway,
like it.
no. So yesterday when we started our show, and I think you showed up at some point, but we were talking about the push and the pull of the what's going on with us right now. And people were talking about physical energy, discomforts. We were talking about that. I feel like my head is going to blow off. That's really how I feel.
Wow.
And so, yeah, it's like, and then I'm reading all these things are happening today, lots and lots of things. SCOTUS is going to take up the 14th Amendment and they're going to rule on it. And people want Clarence Thomas to recuse himself because of his wife, Ginny, and all her shenanigans. And his attorney, Haba, said, well, Trump put in 3 of those people and they owe him. They can't let him down. They have to vote that he's okay. And I'm thinking to myself, are you?
And so this is what I'm talking about this year, right?
Yeah.
They're going to push and they're going to push and they're going to push. And people are just going to say, we've had enough. And I do believe because that's one of the things in the natal, the chart for America as we go into Pluto, first time. Okay, we went in March for a couple of weeks, but we're going in for the first time really in 248 years. And the last time Pluto was in that position, we had the French Revolution and the American Revolution, and not to mention everything else that was going on around that time period. So this is about the people being jolted awake to make a stand. Are we going to put up with this? Is like a dictator. This is like a monarchy. This is bizarre. This isn't America.
And actually, Joe spoke at Valley Forge today, and I listened to. I was able to pull up a little bit of what he said on my phone, and he really called him out for the first time that I can remember. He really let loose on, and what kind of issues we're going to have. He needs to do that. Did you notice also? Have you seen a picture of him since within the last few weeks? Joe Biden.
Who? Joe Biden. I've seen it, and to me, he looks good. Do you think he
had
looks
a facelift? I think he had a facelift.
Oh, maybe that's it, or maybe he has one of those goes and gets a facial every day.
I don't know, but he looked good, and he looks younger. I think that's what he wanted. Yeah, I think that's what he wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, rested.
Trump looks terrible. And he has all these things coming out about his smell. I'm going to just be right back. I'm going to let my cat out because he's about to tear my lights down.
Okay, go ahead. In the meantime, I'll say hi to Lisa Foster and Wiki. And I will say... thank you so much. I've got your questions. Sonia will definitely give you a reading. I also have a light worker that asked for a reading. So if you have anybody else that's in the chat wants to put it up there. Anthony Quinn, huh? Who is that? Linda? Is that what Linda? Was Linda talking about it? What show was that on, honey? Tell us what show it was on. Wow.
Oh yeah, I saw it. He is. I'll tell you the name of his channel. He talks to the Galactics. Anthony Quinn, and he has like his predictions came out. Alexander.
Oh, that's his name. I thought it was Anthony Quinn, the old actor. Okay.
Hello. Okay, it's Alexander Quinn Starseed is his channel. I can put it in here.
Okay, thank you. All right.
Everybody can check it out if they like.
Yeah. Hi, Carolyn and Peter. Hi, KK. Hi, Gigi. It's great to see you. Okay, I'm getting your requests. I'm probably not going to take more than say 7 or 8 because I want to make sure. I don't know how long this is going to last. I'm going to tell you right now.
We're hoping to be here.
I'm knocking on wood, but yeah. All right, Maya and Barbara.
There we go. Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
I love feeling, and see, I automatically feel so much at peace when I come in and I feel the chat. I feel all the people here.
Yeah.
The energy is just beautiful, always.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. That really helped me yesterday. It brought me back down when I was doing the show with Mark and Diana. But I am hanging by a thin wire, Wiki. I am not the most patient person in the world. I will admit it. And it's one of my foibles, one of my shadows. But anyway, okay, that's enough questions, everybody. No more. I got Lisa M. all the way to Lisa M. Okay? Because that's 10 people. Thank you, hon.
I mean, this is important. We all need to have stable internet. It's important. I mean, it's kind of like having running water and electricity.
Yeah.
Things like that,
Well, they said that, if the grid goes down, this is what will happen. And I remember asking my students many years ago, I asked them, if the grid goes down, what are you going to do? Because everybody's tied to their phone, especially the young people. They've never been internet like we have. Or remember, we even went through the dial-up period where that took forever. Thanks, Janet. Thank you.
What will we do? Because that is one of the things in Alexander Quinn's newest video. He thought it was just, hearsay through the talk, the 3 days of darkness. But one of his Mantis guide says that that is coming. So, it's something to, I don't know if that's true, right? We're just going by somebody's prediction, but it's something to think about. What are we going to do?
Oh, it is.
What will we do for 3 days? And I think this is where telepathy is coming.
It's been 5 days for me.
Yeah.
Oh, no, actually 7. This is the 7th day. What am I saying? Yeah. But there's supposed to be 3 days without internet. Well, if our grid goes down, we're going to have more than just problems with internet. We're not going to have ATM. So get yourself some cash, keep it somewhere in the house. I don't know about you, but most of the time I carry my debit card with me because I don't want to carry money, but we need to have it. Yeah.
I have a little bit. I put those, I did those videos last year. It was coping in times of chaos, and I had a lot of different people. Aley was one of them. What, good ideas on what we could do if anybody wants to go look at them. But really, what are we going to do? I think, I really do think we're coming into having telepathy. I think a lot of us know, especially people we live with, we know what somebody's thinking to an extent.
Yep, I get it. She says, get out Granny's hurricane lamps. Yeah. So just before the show, I smudged this whole area with sage. Then I sprayed, I have Palo Santo. So I sprayed that. And then I did some, I'm just trying to clear out all the bad juju or whatever it is at this point.
And we got the energy to do that, and it is good to spray and to do the staging. If you can do the smoke in the house. See, I moved, and now these fire.
They'll go off.
They're so sensitive. I can't burn anything.
Yep.
Anyway.
This is very true. Whenever we're bringing up any information that's kind of scary, it's only to be forewarned and forearmed. It's not, if it doesn't happen, it's no big deal. If it does, then you're prepared. And so I actually did that all through the 90s because I was expecting big changes then. But this is different. This to me is different. I feel it's, and yesterday when Mark and Diana said it was like a push-pull, and that they were exhausted and they had to take a nap and from doing nothing essentially. And that's how I felt too. If it happens, when will it happen? I don't know. We don't know, right?
I felt like that the last few days. Well, since the big solar flare, and I knew about it that night. But it's a lot of energy that we integrate into our bodies. I mean, if you see how the solar wind hits Earth and it's blowing our magnetosphere back, imagine what it's doing to our bodies, so just take a break, take a rest. But it's not easy, because we have to work. We have to do things.
Yeah, we definitely do. Oh, Roxy, I agree. Some places will not take cash anymore. I know. I was like, what? I couldn't believe that. Yeah, it's like, good old American cash is no good.
Yeah. Change. We won't take change.
Yep. But yeah, this is true, Mary.
Yeah.
We've been told to prepare, and preparing will make you feel better if a situation arises. You don't have to go crazy. But my problem is I prepared so well that eventually the things that I had bought for that preparation expired. And then I had to figure out a way to use them all up, food or canned goods or whatever. But yeah.
And that's where I got into when I was preparing, I was like, well, how long, what am I going to do with it? And I had a bunch of first aid items,
Yep. I did too.
Peroxide, alcohol, things that did go bad,
Yeah. Yep. And again, the worst thing you can do is be scared and worried about it, because fear never solves anything, but it does. And I feel like I've been in a boxing match too, Christine. And like I said, my head feels very like it's going to blow off. And for me to get through to my cable company, just to get to talk to a person, it took 8 minutes each time. And every time I'm on the phone, it's like, am I going to, or is they're going to drop the call?
Right.
Right.
Yeah. So I get really angry over that. I do.
I know. Hi, Charlie.
All of a sudden my light worker stuff goes out the window, and I'm not, because come on. We have communications down pretty good, and you're going to make people sit on the phone. I've sat on the phone for other things a lot longer, but still it's long. And then have the call drop. Oh, I lose my mind.
Oh, yeah. And Carolyn's right. We didn't have all these things 50 years ago.
Right.
We've been cornered into technology to get by. I think of that a lot. And what I think the most thing I was concerned about is it's been 7 days and I'm paying this fee to get the internet that doesn't work. And so at least they've honored me by saying they'll give me a refund for that because it's not my problem. I didn't do it,
Exactly.
And so
and I don't think you should have to pay for it.
Yeah. Yep. It could be communication problems. Yes. I think but today I was supposed to do a reading on someone over in Europe, and I was able to get through to them, and they said, "I'm sorry, my internet isn't stable today." I said, "Okay." And then I was on with you, and you said you were in a meeting, and it kept becoming unstable as well. So and then I hear later, 4.2 earthquake, Southern California. We were seeing other things that are going on out there as well. So yeah, a lot of people are feeling something big is coming, like soon.
I felt that for the last couple of years.
Okay.
Something is coming. I know it is. And I think but I think whatever that something is, it's the catalyst to where we stand up and we're as humanity together. No more of this division. They really did a job on us, dividing us, making us not like this one or that one. And when really, they just want us not to see what they're doing up here,
Yeah. Oh, I know. Vicky's out in California because her sister-in-law passed away, and she's living at her house to try to get it ready to sell. And the earthquake was 6 miles. So you must have been rocking a bit there, Vicky. Yeah. I hope everything's okay. I know that 4.2 isn't bad, but if you're not used to them, it can be, a little bit uncomfortable. So anyway, all right. Well, let's go ahead. We'll answer some questions and do some readings and see what happens from there. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. A light worker. Hi. I kind of like it that everybody get it out. Whatever's been bugging you, write it out. Get it out.
Write it out. Get it out.
Yeah, I think we need to. It's good. I mean, it is. good clearing exercise that Diana and I, many people suggest this on the new moons and the full moons. Write out what is bugging you and burn it. Burn it, and then have your intentions running on a different piece of paper, and you keep that one running. It's good though. It's good to get it out of your system, get it out of your cells. So I'm
Hello, Jane Seeger. It's good to see you. The collective light workers waiting for the other shoot. You're so right, Jane. Yeah.
Jane
Happy
and
New Year to
Gerald gave me an excellent reading the other morning. It was very nice.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. All right, let's see. Ooh. I pulled a card that Valerie gave me these cards for Christmas. They are called Wishcraft, not Witch. Wishcraft. Yeah. And I love this. I am a big fan of stars, and the backs of the cards are just as beautiful as the fronts of the. This is the back of the card with all the stars all over it. But you have let the leaves go. You can let go of what you no longer need. And that's just what we were talking about, really.
Yeah.
When the leaves drop from the trees, it has to be done every year so that they can come back and in the spring and relief themselves. But many of us have been talking about the fact that we need to make room for what's coming in. And we're still actually dealing with the tower crumbling and moving all that stuff out so we can start building again. So
and that's exactly what I'm getting for you too. Like it is time to release. Just kind of leave it, let it go. There's always hope. Don't give up hope. Just let these things just fall away, because what's emerging is your real you. The real you is coming through. It's just scary when we start to we're in a tough situation. It could be anywhere, at work or in a relationship, but what's coming through is the real you, and it is coming through. It's going to get better soon. And literally, is what the card says to me. This is the deck Aley got me.
Oh, okay.
I love it. It's a little, and then miracles are coming in for you. Have faith that your miracle is on its way. Your prayers have been answered. Surrender the how. And that's what I think that we hold on really tight instead of just letting these things go. Yeah.
I needed to hear that one because I'm on the phone with the girl and I'm like, he was supposed to be here today. I need him here today. I can't control it. I wanted to. Yeah. So it's always the how, isn't it?
I know. I get heated when I'm on the phone. I understand. It's awful.
Yeah.
Hi, Jess.
Hi, Jess. How are you? And Karen Doyle is here. Hope is the anchor for the soul. Amen, sister. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah.
Yes.
It truly is. Without hope, boy.
Yeah. Yep. Very, we'd lose it. We really would lose it. That's very true. So we have Sonia. Sonia works with the elementals. And I have to tell you, Sonia, that I found this posting on Instagram the other day that talks about different kind of guides that we can have. And of course, the elementals are there: fairies, dragons, ancestors, archangels, angels, all of those things. And she's especially connected to the elementals. So she wants to know how her apartment inspection will go. Okay.
And that's a big thing too. The elementals are becoming more visible and interacting with us more. They know who, by our energy, who they can trust, who they will work for them, and we really can call all of them in. I feel your inspection is going to go very well. Is what I'm getting. I didn't even pick a card yet, so.
Okay. I worry, girl. No, Karen, we've got enough questions, everybody. So we're going to answer them, but we're still trying to work out getting everybody sort of, we'll probably give a collective message because I
Yeah.
think we'll need to. So we'll do that. All right.
Oh, one of the cards says, "What you need is on its way." So,
ooh,
yeah.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, hi, Vicky. Thank you. Thank you, dear. Dance the Rainbow is the first card I get. Ooh. I love to have beauty in my life. That's kind of a rainbow means good luck.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's a beautiful card, too. I love that deck.
It's gorgeous.
See, and I got nature. So see, something
you got nature?
Elementals. Yeah, elementals are really talking.
I have some cards. The Gaia Oracle as well. Yeah. It says here fulfillment, harmony, and protection. So Gaia wants you to know you will be fulfilled. And just like the tree and the roots, look at the eye in the tree. It's gorgeous. I think it's going to go okay, honey. Yeah.
You too. I have a good feeling about it. And that's another thing they reminded me. Call it in. If this is what you're, I got an inspection coming up, or I got a, evaluation at work, or whatever. Call it in. Thank you for for my great evaluation, my inspection going through perfectly.
That's right. The higher vibration. Thank you for having no issues. That's right. That's right. And so the other thing is today is your birthday, Sonia. So I pulled one more card. It's a Zen garden. And it says in your Zen garden, it's your inner sanctuary. And I'm feeling as though your apartment is going to be your outer sanctuary. So you are very closely tied. Look at the tree. I mean, the tree has lots and lots of elementals.
And she's got a lot of nature.
Yeah, she
very
does.
Connected to the elementals and especially the trees. Interesting.
Isn't that wonderful?
It is. It is. I love it. So happy for you.
Valerie, you look luminescent. I think it's because you have all your
my lights.
Your lights are back up. Yeah.
My lights are back on. Thank you, God. It took a minute. I was struggling just to do a background. I couldn't do anything. Like we were that last couple of months of 2023. Oh my gosh.
I know.
It was a struggle.
Moving, and then you had internet issues. So yeah, absolutely. Hi, Lori Hunsinger. Yeah.
Hi, Lori.
There you go. So we have KK. Would love a reading. And every time I see KK, I say, I know she can be an animal communicator. That's just what I feel about her. But takes a while to learn how to do all that,
I love that. Well, there is a couple of animal communicators. Well, Juno, Sphere, and I are going to have a Jitsu animal healer on my channel Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern. And she's having a class on how to teach this young lady who's doing this. And there's someone else doing an animal healing class. A lot of people are starting classes this month, and also, so it's a good thing to do is immerse yourself into something that you would love to learn. Yeah.
I have Sheila Clifford coming back. I think it's on the 12th. She's an animal reader, and she's really good at what she does. So but you will believe this. KK, I just said that about animals, and look what I get. Happy magic for pets. Animals are my friends. I'm kind and loving. Look at that. I love that little dog. Oh my Lord. I couldn't have I know. And what do you got?
I got hidden gifts are emerging.
Wow.
KK, you have something coming up, and I think Aley's got on it. Yeah. I have not seen you before, but I think you got it coming.
You're going on a sacred journey, and you will go through a transformation. So I really believe it has something still to do with the animals. I know I sound like a broken record, but I just pull the cards. I don't choose them. They do.
Yeah, I got fortune for you. And this does have healing, good news, prosperity. like, this is another thing. All of us are being, even those of us who know that we have certain gifts, more of our gifts are coming online. We're remembering more of
Yeah.
who we are. And it's really fascinating because I see things that I don't even know have words for. I really don't. Like things that we'll be able to do. I don't understand what I'm seeing, to be honest with you, but it's amazing. And we all have this. It's not just
Mm-hmm.
certain people are gifted. We're all gifted.
Yeah, we are.
We're
Yeah.
all psychic. We're all intuitive. Maybe not all empathic, but everybody here, I believe, is. Hi, Cat Mama.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it makes a
Mhm.
lot of because we feel badly for things more so than the normal person might. You know, we hurt animals or people or children and things like that. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
that's why
no,
you keep hearing, remember who the F you
yes, that's exactly why
are.
you can do it. You're a goddess. Look at this. There's
That's
goddess
right.
and
Oh, you're a goddess. Yes.
yeah.
Oh,
Remember who
okay.
you are. It's exactly what it says on
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
Remember.
that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
It's a good
man.
reminder for us all. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
All right. So Miss Lisa would love to have
Hi,
a
Lisa
reading.
Foster.
All right.
We are reading for Lisa.
All right.
It is. It
I
does.
feel like
I mean,
January. It feels like January's lasted already like 25 days and it's only been 5.
oh no.
Hi, Gwen. Hi, Thomas. You're welcome,
Yeah.
dear. You're welcome.
We are
Hi,
going
Claudia.
to. Once we get in that Pluto into Aquarius on the 20th is going to be so much different because the Sun and Pluto both enter Aquarius that day.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a really
You
nice.
mean we have to
It's
wait
going to
15 more days, Val? 15?
be 15. I hope we don't have to wait 15 more days to get internet. So far, we're doing good.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
Wow,
Speak about
Lisa.
what you know, Lisa Foster. Again, they're talking about you being in your power. Receive, own who you are. How they're saying it. Be open to receiving goodness. Believe you are worthy of abundance. A gift is coming to you soon, and you
Mm-hmm.
are protected. So
Kelly.
I got a lot of good things for you coming in.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Receive. I
Yeah.
see you like when someone just takes a sigh of relief breath.
Uh-huh.
That's what I
Yep.
just saw you doing. Taking a
Yeah.
sigh of relief.
Wow. Hi, Priscilla and Kelly Kerr, too. Nice to see you. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of get the same thing. I see you overcoming the obstacles that you've been faced with, Lisa, for the last few months. And I know they've been building up. And of course they're saying your patience will be rewarded, even though I'm sure we don't ever want to say that we have to be patient. They're hearing
Mm-hmm.
your prayers and the prayers of others, and they're calling you a jewel within a teardrop. They appreciate you and they find you emotionally and spiritually reconnected to yourself. So
Wow.
I think that things are going to start to, like Val said, things are going to start to go better for you as well. And I know
Mm-hmm.
that it doesn't seem that way some days, Tom. I really
It
do.
was a hard last couple months. I mean, let's go back 3, 4, 5 years.
Uh-huh.
This is kind of the turning point, though. We're turning that corner, but it's a wide turn, right? Just thinking
Yep.
like
Yep.
I keep focusing on the first week of February. Like I know that certain things will feel better for us here.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
Kelly Kerr is a vocal coach, and she's in the chat. She's also
Yep.
having a class, and I need to post. I'm going to post it on my community page. She helps you release your the light language voice inside of you. She's also So many
She's a
talented
siren.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's a siren. Yeah.
siren, and
Mm-hmm.
really wanted to talk about the sirens and the mermaids. We're gonna maybe do a show on that. I can't
Good.
remember. She said
Yeah.
somebody was talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
mean,
You're
just such
welcome, Lisa.
gifted people all throughout
Mm-hmm.
our community.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, I
amazing.
know. The collective gifts that all of us have
Yeah.
really are exponential, and we're just getting more and more of us are getting more and more gifts.
Yes.
It's wanting to stay in the trust mode. It's wanting to remain open, and it's wanting to. Hi, Gigi. Thank you, dear. You saw I have another level just because of you. Thank you, honey. That's very nice. Hi, Donna. We I do have all our questions for this afternoon, but we are going to do a collective questioning or corrective reading at the very end. So if you hang out, maybe you'll be able to get. And I will say, yesterday when I was doing readings, you may not ask the question, but the reading may really resonate also
Absolutely.
it could be made for more than one person, and I've had it happen to myself as well. So yeah, we'll send you lots of love, Lisa, honestly. Yeah. She's so wonderful with her cat rescue, and oh my God, there's no
Yeah.
one like her. So yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like we
All
all have
right.
these special the reason why we're here, right? Our own
Mm-hmm.
vicinity. And I know it has been tough for a lot of us, and it is opening up. It is opening up.
Yep.
We're focused
Yep.
on what you love. You love rescuing cats and taking care of business like that.
Yeah.
More resources are going to come in for people who are dedicated.
That's true. We're supposed to be leaving something behind this year, is what I
Yeah,
remember hearing you and Diana talk about.
yeah.
Something that isn't is we're needing to release and leave and sort of clear out to make room for more. And
Mm-hmm.
what is not serving you anymore needs to go.
Absolutely. And that's all of that stuff
Mm-hmm.
that's that list of things I was talking about, and go burn it. I don't feel worthy enough. I don't have enough. Or
Mm-hmm.
the things that we just automatically repeat to ourselves that really don't do us any justice. It's
No, they
doing us
don't.
more harm. Yeah.
That's
And it's hard to stop though, because it's such it's been so long that we've been
yeah.
stuck in these loops
Yep.
that we don't see any hope. But
Yeah. The tapes are in our heads, unfortunately. Tell us
remember,
these things over and over, and we remember them. Yeah. Something's
right?
leaving and loss, even if it's for the better, will have us shed tears. Thank you,
Yeah,
dear. I
absolutely.
I saw today that we were talking last week, I think it was on Terry Renner's show, about all these people that we used to watch on TV and shows and
Mm-hmm.
actors and everything. And today, David Soul passed. He was in
Mm-hmm.
Starsky and Hutch. He was on that
Mm-hmm.
show. He was 80 years old. So, um, yeah. Yeah,
So
I
much
know.
change, just so
So
much
much
change.
change. So much change.
And when someone transitions, right, a lot of people have
Mm-hmm.
constantly, especially since the last few years. But they're on the other side of this veil, working at helping us raise the vibration here with Mother Earth, so we can all
Mm-hmm.
ascend. That's the whole point of this whole next couple of years. Well, for thousands of lifetimes, we've been working towards this on
Mm-hmm.
some level. We don't remember
Right.
it. This lifetime is a culmination lifetime. And in the next couple of years, we are raising higher in frequency.
Mm-hmm.
As we do that, a
Yeah.
lot of the old stuff, uh,
Yeah.
construct,
Yeah.
system have to be restructured. Um,
It's
we're
like
here.
putting a brand new, it's like putting I don't know, a 60-watt light bulb into a little tiny lamp. It's going to
Yeah,
explode.
yeah. So we
Yeah.
got to do it in slow, right? Because if all that
Uh-huh.
energy came in at one time, it would just blow the whole world up. So here
Yeah.
we are. It's painful though. We've all struggled. We all go through these dark nights of the soul, painful
Mm-hmm.
awakenings. the thing that they say to constantly do is to focus in on your heart. Like, really, what makes your heart smile? Pretend there's no limit. There's no money limit. There's no
Right.
limit
Right.
space. No limit
Mm-hmm.
with resources. And really say, this is what would make my heart. This is what makes me happy.
Yep.
And just keep saying, focus on that. You'll be surprised. So many crazy things are happening right now. Um, I forget whose show I was watching or I was on the other day where you're just thinking about things. Just, oh, I need a blue shirt. And out of nowhere, a blue shirt shows up at your place, and you're like, oh, it's a perfect blue shirt.
Either that or you'll notice sometimes we'll go on a show and we'll have all the same color on, or we'll be using the same cards, or I like it when that happens too.
Yes. It's
all
the
right.
connections. We're so connected.
It is. Absolutely. So Froxy, I love the cards I got for you. The first card I got from the Wishcraft was Time Capsule. I have the confidence to be myself.
No.
Oh my God. I'm thinking of if I could put time in a bottle, the first thing that I'd like to do, Jim Croce. Remember Jim Croce? Yeah. But this is the time capsule. And if I had grandchildren, which I don't, and I probably never will, so that's fine. But if I did, I would bury a time capsule. I would make a time capsule for them. I would put in, a newspaper, a magazine, a book, and just stuff that was from this time period. So when they were 30 or 40, they could open it up and have a good time with it. So
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea to do with kids.
Yeah. Here it says, rising above you're going to have some clarity, freedom, and a solution to what it is you're needing. So there you go. That's floating above your time capsule. How lovely.
Did I say courage? Did you say courage on that?
I think it was clarity.
Oh,
clarity, freedom, and solution. Yeah.
Okay, because I got courage.
You got courage. Okay.
I thought you said courage. I don't know. I heard courage twice for some reason. Is you are safe. And that's what I was feeling, like you feel very unstable, like in this energy, as a lot of us do, most of us do. It's kind of hard to get your sea legs, right?
Yeah.
As the energy comes in, we're still being pummeled about. And it says, so it has fears and illusion, set strong boundaries. And then I got transforming, something about shedding the old toxic, old habits.
Cool.
Even what I really want was trust in the spirit. And it really, it shed that, like it really. And I think that's a good thing for all of us to reintroduce. We have spirit teams. We have guidance. We're not here alone, even though it seems like it. And if you can remember that, to call on your team, to call them in, we're guided, guarded, and loved and protected. Constantly. And then Roxy, I also got, you have untapped resources. So I think after you shed all this stuff, you're going to have the courage to bring in your untapped hidden talents.
I have been privy to receiving 4 or 5 of Froxy's poems over the year that she has written in different time periods and about different topics. And she says that that's her time capsule. And I agree with you. I think that's so true. That's what you leave behind. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's also a way to transform. When you write poetry, you release a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. And it gives you Annie Bear does the same thing. It gives you a moment in time is what it does. It gives you a moment in time. Yeah. So that's awesome. All right. Well, I'm glad that message was a good one for you, dear. Yeah. All right. We have Barbara Nesper. By the way, we were talking in a few shows, different shows, about getting readers and people on board to somehow put together a conference here in this area. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen or when it's going to happen, what year or whatever, but we've got an awful lot of people out here in Seattle area
Mm.
And it's a really nice place to visit in the summer. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I think it sounds like something maybe we should line up. You
I
know,
know we should.
there's something going. You know, we have that Pluto entering Aquarius. That's big. Then we have that eclipse on April 8th.
Oh
That's
yeah.
one of the ones that crossed. Now I didn't know this until earlier today. There was two eclipses that this is the second
Oh,
one that's crossing.
okay.
There's something
Wow.
big. This is all over America too, right? This is the Great American Eclipses, two of them. I'm still trying to. I thought it was one the whole time, and I am constantly looking at this astrology. I don't know what I missed, but anyway, this is
No,
significant for all
it
of
is
us as
significant.
we,
It is. Yeah.
because America's shedding her. Now, there's a lot in America that's holding us back from actually being free. We're Americans. We grew up believing we're free, and now all this weirdness is coming up, and it's got to end. You know,
It does. It really does. It
I don't
does.
even understand. It's so
But I
bizarre.
am. I don't know if I'm encouraged or not, but I'm sure hoping that the Supreme Court comes up with a constitutional answer to this ballot issue, because as far as I'm concerned, it's all wording. It's all verbiage is all it is. It's how they're
Yeah, and look,
the word insurrection. Yeah.
right, and you need to be let's just say this about the law. The law was created to keep the words, and it's from maritime law, to keep things very confused. It's very confusing to read legalese, right? On purpose.
Yeah.
Why? I don't understand it anyway.
Yeah, I know. All right, so Barbara, I got a really interesting card for you. It's a little boy running in the. Look at how beautiful, and it says, "Love your body. Love your body. Don't look in the mirror and find all the faults in it, Barbara. Look in the mirror and say, I'm beautiful. I am loved. I'm enough. I am a goddess. You know, if you can say it, say it. Nobody else is listening, just you. And I get the dream. Something is revealed, insights or breakthroughs. And so I think that that's what they're asking you to do, is to look at yourself in a new way. Love yourself, and you'll get some kind of breakthrough from that experience. So there you go.
I love how you said that. I think that goes for everybody. Love yourself. Look at yourself in a new way, because we are in new energy. We really are. We're just not. We're not acclimated to it yet, and as it still comes in, you know, and we still have to do life, and we have to do these things. You know, it feels like, oh, nothing big is happening, but it is. And I got hidden gifts are emerging for you, Barbara.
Okay.
Adventure, unexpected, state of mind, surprises. Something is.
Yeah.
Something about the innocence, like the childlike innocence. When Aley put the boy up on the card.
Yeah.
Something about being a childlike innocence again. And again, I think that's for all of us.
I agree.
But that's specifically for you too, Barbara.
There you go, Barbara. Barbara's a caregiver, and life is not always easy. But she has to take care of herself. You have to realize that in order to be a caregiver, you have to care for yourself first. So much love, Barbara.
I love how you know all this about all of these things. I love it. It really does. It's really a community.
Well, some of these for a long time, and I've taken them in my heart, and I try to, I don't always remember everything, but if I do, I'm happy that I can remember. So, all right. So Maya would love a reading regarding the status on the job I've been waiting to hear back on. Got the offer, but been waiting for the background check. Oh, honey, you're going to do fine with that. If you got an offer, I mean, that's 99% of it, isn't it?
Yeah, it'd probably be by next week, because we had the holidays, the first.
Yeah. Yep.
I think you're just gonna do fine. And again, look at the internet issues.
Yeah. What's going on with the moon right now? Because I got the moon card.
Oh, moon's in Scorpio.
Right, but when are we getting either the new moon or the full moon?
New moon is the 11th, but right now the moon's in Scorpio. So this is a good. I'm glad you brought that up, because that's one of the things you want to release in this energy. Get that stuff out of you that's not serving you. Burn it. Just write it on.
So I'm thinking she'll know by the 11th. That's all. When I saw the moon. Yeah.
What does the card say?
The card says the moon shows me patience. But and the next card I get is keep focused on your dream because you will achieve it. So I get that with the moon. I'm guessing you'll know by the 11th. Yeah. Which is next Thursday.
Yeah. That is cool. I just think it's just the holiday stuff is slow coming out, and everybody's having internet issues. Yeah, see, I think you got the expansion cards. Definitely got the job. And it is spread your wings and soar, share your message, and shine your light. Show the world what you're made out of. Oh, that is cool.
That's really good news, Maya. I'm happy for you. Yeah. Wow. This is not a question for a reading, but Ruby Red wonders if I think she meant the fall of 2024, not 2014. I think so. Do you know if there's a total lunar eclipse in that?
There is.
Fall of 2024?
Well, eclipse season is always in the spring. There's 2, and in the fall there's 2. Everybody's talking about this one in April. I can definitely look it up and get some stuff. Eclipses for this year. Even I don't think anything's this year going to be more powerful than the one on April 8th, because that's the one that brings that cross over top of us, America.
Yep.
So we have, we have 4 eclipses this year. 2 one in March, 1 in April, and Virgo.
Oil Painter says yes, and don't forget the lunar eclipse on March 25th.
Yeah, March 25th, April 8th, September 18th.
Okay.
And then there is, where's the next one? I can't see the next one for some reason. I imagine it's October 2nd.
Oh, okay.
So that's normal. Yeah, that's normal. Those 2. The one last fall was out of turn. It was interesting how the Scorpio Taurus it's based on the nodes. But anyway, that Scorpio really had a lot to do for us the last couple of years. Scorpio helps us really get this stuff out. Get it out of your cells. Get it out of your out of you, so you can bring in the new stuff. And with the Scorpio moon tonight, it's really perfect. I do a lot of stuff on the Scorpio moon and the Sagittarius moon, because the Sagittarius moon goes around the galactic center at 27 degrees. So each moon cycle lasts 2 days, right? So second day, that's a really good one to take that stuff and take it out of the galaxy, right? Get rid of it. And as you get rid of it, you bring in the higher consciousness things that you would prefer. So that's what I do on these. But each moon has attributes. Each sign has attributes that we can utilize to grow ourselves with.
Awesome.
Hi, Diana.
I love this picture of you with Santa Claus, Michelle. How adorable. Oh, my goodness. A new neighbor moved in next door after the house being empty for 8 years. Are they good people? I'm just going to tell you this. And I don't know if this works this way, but Wayne Dyer used to say, it depends on what you believe. Because they might be, everybody's good in some way. And of course, the word good is, but my feeling also is that everybody has a type of person, I think, that they just enjoy being with or doing things with or whatever. And sometimes our neighbors aren't those people, but at least they're pleasant enough that you can get along with them. And pretty much that's what my neighbors are. They're very kind, but we're not like best friends. But I can imagine you would definitely want to make sure that they would bring in good energy. So let's see.
Yeah. And you can send them good energy too, right?
Yeah.
You can send it love. Send everything love. And once you do that, the universe responds. Because everything's frequency. So the more I send love and peace and harmony out there, the more I receive it back. And it's not the reason why I do it, but it does. It spreads out and it grows. And it gives you a more harmonious life. I got a yes as soon as I read your question that they're going to be good people. But also you can enhance that. We have a lot more power than we think. As long as we're not trying to do like make people be a certain thing, we're just being love and sending love. That's it. No no details added to it. I guess is what I'm saying.
That's right. Look what I get. I get this beautiful little deer with a crown on. And it's just such loving, gentle energy. And it says, I am a good leader. And so I'm thinking that, maybe you could lead the pack of bringing over cookies or whatever to say hello to the neighbor. I don't know if people do that anymore, but
that's what I was seeing. Oh my God!
Really?
I saw cookies being baked, and brought to the house.
Oh my God! Then I get liberation, breaking free from a negative attachment. Yeah, I can imagine having nobody next door for 8 years gets a little good because there's no noise, there's no problems,
Right.
Try to think positive. Yep, I get that. Ooh, wow, that's amazing.
I got miracles again. Have faith that your miracle is on its way. Your prayers have been answered. Surrendered to the house. So yeah, I see you baking cookies for sure. Once you said that, I was like, oh my goodness.
Oh my God, and she's got deer in the backyard. Now, how cool is that? I love that. I love that.
That is awesome.
Oh, thanks, Michelle. All right, so Christine, an angel reading for her, and then we have one more, and then we'll do the collective read. Okay, everybody?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm glad we made it. We made it through most of this without being booted.
Yeah, we haven't got booted. We haven't had a hard time at all.
Oh my God.
That's because everybody's here. It's beautiful energy.
Wait till you see what I pulled.
Okay.
Cookies. If it's good enough for one reading, it's good enough for all. It says here, make magic cookies. You can give good things to yourself and others. So I think your angels are saying, take care of yourself, do good things for yourself, not just for other people.
Right.
Make cookies for yourself, Christine.
Magic cookies. I love it. Oh my God. Now I need to make cookies.
Funny? Yes. And then you got the same card I pulled earlier, which was the 9 of Hearts.
Yeah.
And it's just gorgeous. And it's fulfillment, harmony, and protection. So they're saying, we're with you always inside cooking or outside on the path. We're going to be right here with you. Your angels are always protecting you. Yeah. Wow. These cards are wonderful.
Yeah. They are. Those ones are. Aley got me this deck too. This is the Healing Waters Oracle.
Oh yeah, that's a beautiful deck. Yep.
It really is. And I'm sorry you can't see. It says, let it rain. And so it's allowing what is, inevitability, and trust. And I got it's clearing you out. Something is clearing you out. Just let it go. Like you know how we've all, well, Aley's had like 7 days of feeling frustrated, and a lot of us have, because these aspects, these solar
Icky.
flares, and planetary aspects, they really jolt you, and
Mm-hmm.
let it go. Again, write it out. If something is bothering you, write it out. Burn it tonight, because it's under this Scorpio moon. It's just a good time to
Tough
let go.
energy.
Mm-hmm. Then I got the pink dolphin. Celebration,
Ooh.
fun, unbridled joy, and an open heart.
Well, those magic cookies can do quite the
I
job
think
on
so.
that.
I'm going to make magic cookies. I'm making magic cookies tomorrow.
Oh, Mary says she's making a bundt cake, and she just put it in the oven.
Oh, yeah.
And it's Betty Crocker. Wow, I had to come back and tell. That sounds delicious, Mary. Gosh, I wish I could jump over there and have a piece. My mother always made bundt cakes. Always did that. Yeah. And Christine said, you've been doing that. Good for you. I can do magic cookies. All right. Good girl. That's awesome.
That's so cool.
I like this, Willow. Yeah. Self-care is so important. I now ask myself when I'm sick or upset, what would I tell someone else to do? Aww. And that's what I do. That's a wonderful thing. Thank you for that share. That's a great thing. Yeah. Yep. Instead of WWJW or JD, what would Jesus do? You could say, what would I do? Okay. So Lisa is looking at a temporary job in a nearby city. What do my guides think? Ooh, have you got the transportation to get there? Temporary job.
That's the first thing that can. Wow, Aley, you're like me. Do you have a word there?
Well, that's the other thing. My husband's car has been at the dealer to be repaired now since December 18th.
Wow.
So not only didn't I have internet, but I haven't had his car. It's just really weird.
Oh my goodness. Wonder what's going on in your chart.
Yeah, it's something about Capricorn, because of course I have a rising sign, Capricorn. All right. I don't know why, Lisa, but you also got the time capsule. So maybe it's saying, yes, the time is there for you to do this temporary work at this at this new place, and enjoy that. Maybe it may even work into something more permanent. I don't know, if you want it to, I suppose. And then I get winter's end, regeneration, rebirth, and positive outcome. Are you going to do it until the spring? If so, I think either way, it's a good outcome for you. But it looks like, this is winter's end. So it could be like March 20th or something that it would end. Because isn't that when spring comes up? Oh, Veronica, let me see, honey.
I am getting. Do you have same thing about the card? Do you have a card? I feel if it's just temporary, it's experiences are. All experiences are experiences, and I get delight for yours. So it's going to be kind of a fun, easy, I would say. Count your blessings and enjoy life. Take pleasure in simple things. Always expect the best. And then I got a good time. And when I pulled this card, it was like you were going to meet a friend there. You really have a connection with somebody. Oh, and I mean a friend. Of course, it could go either way, but I'm seeing a friend, somebody hang out with, where when you guys are off, you're doing things together. And that will show the way.
Veronica, I'm trying to. Could you repost it, Veronica? That would just be easier for me, because I can't find it. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Veronica.
What happened? Oh, does she have a question?
She had a question and I can't find it. Yeah. Hi, Kelly. Kelly Healer.
Kelly Healer. Hi,
Yeah.
Kelly. I just love watching you guys together.
Oh, we have so much fun, don't we? Well, we have fun together. You and I do too. So
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
So Veronica, I hope you're there. Go ahead and post it. We'll answer it. We'll do the collective, and I'll come back to your question if you post it up, because it may take you a few minutes to type it. So I apologize. I think I had it on the list, and sometimes the internet gods, they make boo-boos,
They sure do.
All right, so let's see what does the collective want. Ooh, oh wow.
Okay. I love your cards. They're so cool.
They are beautiful.
Wow.
I did, Maya. You'll have to go back. We did read for you, honey. Yeah. All right. So the first card I get is it's such a riot because it's wolf energy, and it goes, ooh, on the front, and it says, "My voice is heard in the world."
Mm.
And I think we're all feeling that we need that so badly. We just need our voices to be heard.
Yeah.
We're not feeling, we're feeling, especially women, and especially in this country, a lot of us aren't feeling that. We feel like the power has been taken from us. The Supreme Court is going to also see whether emergency room doctors in the states where they've banned abortion can help someone who comes in with a miscarriage or and I'm like, really? Are you kidding? We have to do that in this country? We have to do that? We have to see a woman, I believe in, was it Ohio or Illinois or somewhere, and she had a baby, and they said she abused the corpse because she lost the baby. I mean, do we really have to live like that? It's awful. We're looking for closure. We are looking for closure. Certainly with somebody we know. I don't care if I ever hear anything about that person ever again. That's making the world so crazy here anyway.
Yeah.
But we do want the closure, and I believe it's saying that it's coming. I don't know when. But the last card I get is the Eternal Dance, Movement, Wheel of Life, the Path of Least Resistance. And so, we are moving, but maybe not as fast as we'd like to. But there is some movement coming up.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. I like that. Well, I got adventure. So yeah, we are dare to do things differently. This is us standing up and speaking up for us. And when you said that earlier, it's time to take a chance. Speak up. Speak up for yourself and what your heart wants, right? Manifest your dreams, move to a new location with adventure and hope. Again, and didn't we start out with hope? Hope is the
we did. Yeah.
The I mean, it's everything. Hope gives us life. Without the hope, we wouldn't get too far. And that says, stay positive. The world is behind you. The worst is behind you. Look up to the light. And receiving again. So we got receiving and hope. Be open to receive and really give that yourself that grace, right? To dream without limitations. Then there isn't any limits. There's no money limits. There's no space time limits. Really think about that when you're looking in, because I think I used to do that. Well, I would only let myself dream under these parameters because that's all I saw. I couldn't see past that.
Right.
And now I do.
We didn't know at that time that we were the ones that manifested what we needed, and that we I don't know. There's always, I think we've heard in our lifetimes that there's not enough. There's not enough. There's not enough. But there's enough. There's definitely enough. There's enough for everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, there really is more than enough. Mother Earth is so abundant. And something unexpected, an adventure or state of mind, something is going to a surprise, a move, a wish for change or complex issue. This is what I'm seeing. Something unexpected is going to trigger this, us coming together. So we don't have to listen to, some woman is getting arrested in the emergency room over things that she couldn't control.
I know.
This is nuts. It's nuts.
I know. It is very much so. So I don't see anything listed here for you, Veronica. So I'm just going to do a reading. It's going to be what I call a blind reading, because I don't know if you had a specific question. And I'm sorry that it kind of went away, because I do know that I saw your name there. So let's see what the blind reading tells us. Sometimes a blind reading is kind of fun too.
Yeah. There's the insight.
All right. So, all right. So the first one I get is magic eggs. Something is beginning. Look at that.
Wow.
It's like a magic egg right in the middle of the forest.
Magic cookies, magic eggs. Oh,
I know. Isn't it fabulous? So this is from the Witchcraft again, and it's beginning. Something is exciting. So something that you've been working on is something new and it's working for you. There's that. And then I get harmony, power, self-confidence, and productivity. So I think once you sort of take those eggs, you can make egg salad. You can make all kinds of things with those eggs, and you'll find the harmony that you're so desperately looking for. So I'm sorry, dear, that I didn't find your question.
And I got flow.
Ooh.
Oops, I wrote that. It says, find an easier path forward, surrender the outcome, release your expectations. And that's what real flow is. We all have this way we have this vision on how things should look. But we block spirit from doing their job. So flow and connection, connection, and then you're close to finishing.
Oh,
I'm not sure what this is about for you, but I feel that I think a lot of us are coming to these realizations, right? That I might be holding myself back, and I can open up, and there can be more to this for me. I don't know why I just said that. I think it's really important.
That's okay. Yeah, that needed to be said. We do. We have to move into trust and belief in our own power. So
absolutely. And see, with that Pluto and Aquarius and the Sun, that Pluto, as heart-centered, soul-centered beings, as long as we are in integrity and authentic and in our truth and ethical, we can create anything from there. And that's what Pluto is going to really help us with that. It's those that don't have those attributes that are going to be challenged, not those of us who are already there. So I don't want to make it seem like Pluto's scary, because he's not. None of the planets are.
Every planet has its purpose.
Yeah, and it's got good points and bad points on whatever level. But the planets, just to make this clear, are in a certain aspect, right, in your chart. It doesn't mean it's good or it's bad. It could be challenging, right? It is our free will on how we handle whatever that is. Whatever aspects are going on our chart. So it's not the planets doing it, it's our decisions on how to handle things. That helps.
We are over an hour here, but Karen M. just came in, and her 90-year-old mother's health isn't well, feeling helpless. Let's send her some love and light, and we understand. All of us have had to face some of those things with, she wanted to hear from her guides. I don't know if you have anything for her, Valerie. At this point, I put my cards away, but
Oh, you did? Okay, let's see.
Yeah. I just want to send out a prayer to her. I want to send out a prayer to you. I want you to know that this community is behind you, Karen, and loves you dearly. And yeah, it's never easy to lose your parent. But the best gift you can give her is your understanding and your patience and your love. And when it's time for her, you can let her go. And that's really the gift, is being able to say, I know you're having a hard time and it might be time for you to go. And that it's not to be cruel in any way at all. It's just that there is a certain point we get to where we know that they're staying here not for themselves, but for us.
Exactly. And that, and I think she's out, you're very close to your mom. And this is a time where being there for someone that is elderly, getting sick, and enjoying all those moments together. Right?
Definitely.
Enjoy the moments. I got here a connection. There's a very strong connection with you and your mom. And that connection it doesn't end ever.
Ever.
Yeah. Ever.
That's
You're
right.
always going to have her. And she's always going to have you. And it's just us honoring that, especially at these last, I don't want to say that, but we all come to an end, right?
Yes.
In this body. And we transition. And she will always be with you. But it makes this time period really special. It's a special time for you.
Yeah. I remember that I read a book, Tuesdays with Maury, which was out a number of years ago, but they asked him what would be a perfect day for him and for the memories. And it wasn't somebody getting married or a baby being born or anything else. What it was sitting with his family, having like a picnic outside having the sunshine on his face. And that, he said, was sublime and perfect for him. So it isn't always the moments that we think have to be a certain way. It's those day to day. And yes, you are very close with her. So much love.
And see, I got another, someone getting together. Someone wants to connect. I think she just really wants you to sit there with her and be with her. Literally, truly be with her from the heart. Yeah, she really, absolutely. I know we run around and we're worried. And what can I do? What can I do? What can I get you? What can I say? Where can we go? But I would definitely ask her what
would make her happy. Yeah.
Right.
I agree. Valerie, always, always, always a pleasure. I'm so happy we got to spend some time here together. Thank you so much. Valerie's channel is the Illumination Portal, and she is streaming on her channel right now. But if you don't know, the information is down below how you can reach her channel. And so it'd be wonderful if you'd like and subscribe. And thank you to everybody. And Veronica, again, my apologies, but I'm glad that it made sense. All right, Diana, thank you, dear. And love to all of you. And thank you for the prayer. Love you.
Love y'all.
Bye, everybody.